Sorry guys, just realized I had pushed you on, and I was just trying to set my camera here. Get you guys up on so that you could see and not be all lost. Okay, so today we're going to do the kimono. I was looking for something darker to do it with, but I just didn't have anything that would do it. So I've decided to go with this as my darker color, as the darker color on the pattern is on here is the one with a pattern, if you choose. Coco. And then I put this color with it to give it a little shimmer. I wanted to do something like black and red, and I just didn't have the colors, so we are going to go with this. Now this one does have a it has, like, for the two colors, it has dark color here and light color here, so you do have something to follow, unless you decide to just, you know, well, even if you decide to do it all in one color, which most of them are not all in one color, in a kimono anyway. So number one is here. So we're gonna just get started. And when I cut this one out, I did turn my template upside down on the paper because this black paper does have a pattern in it, so I turned this upside down before I cut it out, so that when I turned this over, then the pattern would be showing on that paper, because if you can see on here, I don't know how well you can see that, but the pattern, there is no pattern on the back side, but there is a slight pattern on the front side. So I did turn this over to cut, to cut it. So now we'll go ahead and we'll do the folds like we always do. I have opened an extra thing of tape because what's in my tape dispenser is coming to an end now. Thankfully here's my scissors. Thankfully I found one more roll of tape. I'm gonna, now that I know that I'm out of tape, I'm gonna have to order or go get some. Go to the Dollar Tree and pick up a few packages of it, just so that I have it here, because I don't like to not have it. So colors number 1 and 2 are in the dark section. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm putting my patterned papers in what they are calling the dark colors. And then the other colors will be the pale blue shiny. It's kind of it's hard to describe the color, but it's almost the same color as these little flowers in this one, so I thought, well, that might go really well with it. Now, number 3 is the first one that is in the light colors, and it's quite wide, so you really need to check. Yeah, that's too much. You're going to have to do a real tiny little fold to make it fit that space. That fits, so that's good. And we'll put that down there. And this one comes down to a little bit longer. There. Oh, and then I go and pull it right off. Well, that wasn't smart, was it? I think it's because I didn't get the tape down very well. Lift that back up, and I'm going to push this fold to give it a better crease in there. Oh, I don't want want you under, I want you over. There. So now I'm going to put that there. Take another piece down here. And number 4 is also this light color, and number 4 is also very wide. So you want a nice tiny fold so that it will fit. Fold in, fold in. I get that, sometimes I get it goofed up. So fold in here. Okay, Nico, I didn't need you doing that to me. Here. I'm going to do this way just to give it some more security here. Oh, and it's not even on the line. That's not good. There, that's better. Now, number 5 is the dark color. Find the dark color, find the dark color. And number 5 is a small piece, so we can give that a better fold. So I'm gonna, number 5 is up here. Sorry if my hands are in the way at times. There just is no other way for me to do it. Oh darn it, you know what I did? Oh, ho, 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 ho. I cut this totally wrong, didn't I? Oh well. Now I cut it, and I made the mistake of not turning the paper over to cut when I put that pattern upside down. I just put the cutting pattern upside down and not the paper, which is going to mean that it's going to be smooth on the front, because I'm now folding the way the pattern is, and it's got the pattern part of the paper up. That's not what I was trying to do, so I goofed up here. So that was number 5. Number 6 is also a dark color, and it's the whole length of this robe. So I'm going to do a small fold. I hope you can see over here. I'll try to get it back over here so that you can see. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing. There, because that's going to go the whole length of this robe. Now, I think I could have given it a bit better fold, because that doesn't seem to be as wide as I thought it was. So we'll try that. Okay, so right up to over top of number 5 and then down. And I'm going to take my finger and give that a good crease and put this right across here. And then coming down here, I'm just going to take a very small piece off. I could actually take another there. And then fold this. Now, like I've done before, when there's been a very long fold like this, I like to stabilize it. So I will put a couple extra pieces down that length, just so that it's not gonna, you know, poof itself open once it goes down onto a card or whatever. Now number 7 is the same thing. It is the pattern color that I'm using, and it is the whole length as well. So I'm just going to in that holder to get me right through this one. I don't know. I'm hoping. Okay, come on, lift up for me. Come on. Now I just want to peel that tape back, the green tape, so that I can put the Scotch tape down there. And then I'll put the green tape back over top of it to hold it. And I'm going to do the same thing, give it an extra. I did give it an extra crease before I put it down, but I'm going to give it another one. And then I'm going to stabilize these two pieces here so that they stay down. Now, number 8 is in the light color. Where is number 8? Oh, number 8 is in here. And I have a small piece of number 8 here. So I'm going to fold that in half. That's going to be kind of an odd piece here. Okay, so there's number 8, which is kind of going over number 10 here. Maybe I can. Just shave off a tiny bit of this there, and that will be number 8. Okay, that tape got wrecked. Maybe that wasn't so smart, but not going to take a chance. I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it in half. Take it to there. Then I don't see number 9 and 10 in here when I do that. So I'm going to cut that. I'm going to go back to this piece. Because number 8 fits. I think I will do it down, I believe there. Come on, stop it. I'm getting stuck with all the tape over here. Okay, we'll do it that way, because then the fold is down, like the rest of them are. This is just not, this is an unusual one here. Okay, there's number 8. Number 9 goes back to the dark colors. You are not big enough, so we need to fold number 9. Yeah, see this paper, and the width I've cut it is too big. Okay, so there's number 9. I could have done this a little differently, but I don't have the fold properly on here, and that's a big part of the problem, is the fold needs to go this way on 9, because they are the belt. And then the fold needs to go this way. This one, there. That's better. Now number 10 is going to go over both of them here. I really want to stabilize this one. So I'm using a little bit bigger piece of tape because this is in a weird spot here like this. Okay. There we go. So that's number 10, which was supposed to be the dark. Now number 11, we are back to this color, and I will go to the other end and fold it a little smaller because it's got quite a large. Okay, you guys are shifting here on me. Oh, sorry. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. That was my daughter calling from Vancouver, my stepdaughter, and we were talking about me going over for a visit, which I'm looking forward to. I haven't been over to see her new house yet, and now Fred's out here and sitting on my instructions, and he's not gonna. I'm gonna have to rip my instructions so that he can have a piece of the paper to lay on, and I can still see my instructions. I'll put them over here. Okay, so we've done up to number 10. We're at number 11, which is the light color, which is this one. Oh, you just want to hold Mommy's hand again? Is that what's up? I'll hold my hand and have a nap. Okay, you do that. You do that. As long as he's just nice and quiet up here, I love it when he's up here. And yeah, see, that's all he wants. He's tired. He had his dinner. He's tired and he wants a nap, so he's got to have his mommy close when he has his nap. So, okay, so there's number 11. Number 12 is also a light color, so that is okay, and that is not wide enough there. Neither is that, so I need to go down, refold to get it smaller. Oops. Let's see if that will work now. It's leaving that one little corner there, and this just went all wonky on me, so let's try this. Do a teeny, teeny, tiny fold here so that it will fit into that corner. And it actually, there's a piece of tape sticking in that corner. We don't want that either. So, there. Now I'm back to being the one-handed, or the one-armed crafter because Fred is holding my other arm. You're still not going to fit? What the heck? Okay. We're going to do that. There we go. No, you're still not. No, you're just... You really need to have a tiny fold for this one, looks like. Okay, get off my finger tape. You're not helping this situation whatsoever. So we want a really, really tiny, 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 tiny fold at this end. The rest of it's not bad. It's just down at this bottom piece. There. There. That's better. That's much better. And then we will go up here. Now I know I've got it slightly off the line here. But it's okay, because number 13 is a, oops, Fred's on all my peppers. Mommy needs these, baby. Mommy needs these ones, so I'll move them out of your way. There you go. And let's see how I can, this one's a really odd shape. Almost feels like I need to fold it in a, a diamond fold almost. Okay, do that there. There. You must cut. And put that down there. There. I'm going to put my down the little bottom piece. Look at that one, didn't go either. So I'm going to put a piece of green here. Some little fat edges on this that, well, it's just not, should have been cut bigger than 5/8 of an inch. This is one of those ones where it needs to be cut 1/2 inch, it looks like. Okay, so then we've got 13 done. 14 is this color. And here's a nice wide piece, so let's see how we do here. This piece was the end, and it, okay, that's good. We'll go over here. Hope this kimono turns out okay, because it's sure giving me the runaround here. Fold that down better. Okay, and number 15 is also this color, but it's not as big, so I am going to fold one that is not such a wide one, and then I won't be wasting the wide one if I need it again. So I do need it again, because it does have that wonky corner up in there. So I will use the wider one. Oop. There. There. Number 16 is back to the dark colors right here. So I'm going to do a small fold, because it looks like it's going to have one of them wonky things too, almost. Unless I can fold it right. There. That's folded good. No, Nico, you can't come over this way, baby. And please don't shut the video off, okay? You have a bad habit of doing that, and I don't know how you do it, but you do. There. Okay, and number 17 is also the dark color. This one fits good, that's good. We'll take a piece off from here, maybe. There, it still leaves. There. Now number 18. 18 is this color and this piece. Oh my goodness, it's not big enough. Neither's this. Oh dear, we may have to cut. I am going to cut some wider pieces of the light color here, which I put over here. I know I did, but they couldn't have taken them that quick. So I'm just going to cut some wider pieces, because this one, if you're watching, seems to need those wider pieces in this. And there's nothing wrong with that, but make sure you cut your pieces, like you can cut them 1/2 inch and then fold, and hopefully that will give you the width that you need, which this did, thank goodness. And tape this one. Oh, darn. Got the tape on there, but not on there. Okay. So, there. Lost my scissors. There. So that's number 18. Looks like number 19 is kind of the same. So we're going to do another piece because they're fairly long pieces too, and then fairly wide. So just cut what you need. It's one of the reasons I kind of, this time I actually went and I took one piece of each of the papers and got them cut ahead of time, kind of thing. And it's, it's totally against what I normally do, because normally I will cut things when I am at them, and then that way I can see how big of a piece I need. And take this one down to here. I'm going to give it a longer piece of tape there. Put that up, put that under there. So now we look like we're kind of back to regular sized pieces, which is good. So that was 19. Number 20 is here, and number 20 is a dark color. So we need to find a number 20. There we go. It's going to fit nicely. Fold, I just wanted to cut that little piece of tape, darn it. And 21 is also dark. We don't need that big point there. So we'll do 21. I'm sorry my hand's over the whole project right at the moment there. Just bear with me while I try to get that tape there. And do 21. And now 22 is this color. Don't need a big wide one, I just need a small one. Let's do this. Take this piece and give it an extra. At least I don't, oh, I do need a wide one, jeez. It's so tricky, this one. It looks like such a small piece, but then when you put it down, it's like, nope, that's not right, lady. There. Now, 23. That was 22, wasn't it? Yeah, 22 was light. 23 and 24 are dark. I'm just seeing here, when I'm folding this, I've gone out of view. Darn it. I hate it when I do that. I went below my tape mark that I put there for a specific reason. Why is that folded thing? Oh, I guess because I had chopped the piece off there without knowing, or cut crooked. So there's 23. Yes, but you've already had your dinner. 23. I'm so glad I'm not sneezing today. God, that was so horrible yesterday. I'm telling you, I could not stop the sneezing. It was awful, and it's just like, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. My head's going to blow off here any minute. And I tried. I was drinking coffee because the heat felt good on my throat, and it seemed to help. You know, if I was drinking something hot, seemed to be a little bit of help, but I didn't need all that coffee. And couldn't think of anything else. I didn't have any neocitrin here. And that's the one thing that normally will help me not to sneeze, is the neocitrin. And I didn't have any. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? You know? And so I guess it was about 11 o'clock. I went into the kitchen. I opened the freezer because I couldn't remember. I have this one ice pack that my girlfriend has given me that you can either put it in the freezer or you can put it in the fridge. And I couldn't remember where I had put it, whether it was the freezer or the fridge. So I opened the freezer first, and I had frozen some lemons about a month ago. I had forgotten they were in there, and I thought, oh God, maybe that'll work, just the citrus, because I'd been eating oranges for days and it wasn't helping. And I thought, maybe if I take that frozen lemon out, cut it up, boil it, you know, in my microwave kind of. So I took out my 2-cup measuring cup, cut the frozen lemon up, and I put it in the microwave and let it heat up. I put it on, I think the first time I put it on for the same amount of time that I usually put my coffee in, and it just wasn't enough, so I did it again because it was, you know, there was more water than what I have in a cup of coffee. So I did it for a couple of minutes, and then it was nice and hot. And I poured that, and I don't have any honey in the house, so it's because usually when I get a cold, that's what I drink is lemon and honey. And I didn't have any lemons, and I thought, oh, what can I use? I thought, well, the only thing you got is sugar, so I just put 1.5 teaspoons of sugar in. Oh, that turned out gorgeous. I love the colors. That really turned out nice. Can you see that? Am I holding it? It's upside down to me, so it should be right side up to you, I think. But I will do this, just in case, because I can see I'm on the other side of my, oh, this is upside down to me, pardon me. Or is it? I don't know. I get confused by this a lot. But just to see the whole thing there, that's nice. Now, upside down to me would be, if I look at, I would have to look at the bottom of it to make it right side up to you. There. So, the colors went well together. I chose well for the colors. I'm quite happy with that. And I noticed someplace here when I was looking, where was it? Let's see if I can hold it up to the light. Ah, there it is. There's a little piece right there. And it's under, I think under this one. Yeah, that's that. Okay, I gotta lift this piece up. In more, and hopefully that will get rid of that. Yes, no, it didn't. So you're going to take a little piece right here, just to cover that. So I don't want any, oops, way too big a piece of paper. Tape it. Okay, let's stick that down. Let's see if it's gone. Yes, it's gone now. Okay, so now you don't see a big hole in it, or a little hole even. I'm quite happy with that. That turned out quite pretty. I was disappointed to not have something with black on here, and then I could do the red there. because I used to have a Japanese kimono that was those types of colors. But I really like this color. Turned out really nice. I hope you like it too. And anyway, we were talking about my lemon adventure. So I put a teaspoon or so of sugar into my lemon, and I came back in the front room and I sat down and I drank it, or sipped on it, basically. And all of a sudden my sinuses cleared up. And I thought, okay, so it's not neocitrin I need, it's the lemon. Because the neocitrin has that lemon flavor kind of to it, but it's also got drugs in it. Whereas a real lemon doesn't. So I can do this with just a lemon. That's great. So if it starts again tonight, because it seems to be like first thing this morning I was going through it, and so I had to try and get through my morning and get to a point where I wasn't sneezing anymore. And then the mailman came. He came at about, about 1:30, I guess, 2 o'clock, which is quite early for him. Well, maybe it was more like 1. And that's really early for him because he's usually around about 3. And he brought me that beautiful package from Mr. P, and I did post a video on that. And that was kind of cool. You know, like, I never win anything. So when he was, you know, saying congratulations to me on his video when I came on and said hello to him, I was like, congratulations for what? You know, because I said hello or what? And he's like, I'm not going to tell. And he wouldn't. So I went back afterward. I went back while he was still doing that one. I was listening to it, and I turned it low, and then I went back one video and watched where he had pulled the winners. And mine was the second name he pulled. And I was like, oh, wow. Never expected to win. I mean, I knew the answer to the question he asked, but never expected that I would be one of the people who actually ended up getting something from him. I was quite surprised. Oh, dear. Oh, my battery's low. Darn, darn, darn. Darn, 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 darn. Let's get it plugged back in. Okay. Okay. My battery is low because I had it unplugged while we were doing this, because I have spent 3 or 4 days trying to charge that Alcatel tablet, and I have used every single charger in my house that works on every other electronic device to charge them perfectly. Do you think they will work on that thing? No. Not even the one that goes with it will work on it. I'm so fed up with that thing. It's like a waste of money. So, anyway, I'm very happy with this, and I hope you are. I hope you guys will try this. Let's see, another little place where I need to stick just a piece of tape down. Okay, come on, fingers obey. Just so that that doesn't, see, sometimes when they pucker up like that, that's the part that I don't like when they do that. That's why I'm saying sometimes you'll hear me saying that I'm just giving it a little bit of extra security or stabilization, I think is the word I use most, just so that it doesn't do that. But I quite like that. Anyway, country girls, country guys, I'm really happy that you joined me to watch the video, and I'm still waiting for you guys to start posting some stuff up. Stacy's posting up some beautiful crochet stuff that she's been doing, and she does gorgeous crochet work. And the things that, like the one she just did with the tag, I think she should try and do a small iris fold down that tag. And I have one that might be just what she needs. It's called a Blue Flame. I haven't put it up anywhere yet because I haven't gotten to that point. I still have one more that you guys have on the group page, and that's the ice cream cone. I have it over here someplace. Got it? Yeah, that's it. So that's the next one, is the ice cream cone, and probably do that tomorrow because it's already 5:16 p.m. here because I got such a late start doing this. But So we'll do the ice cream cone, and then maybe I will put up that pattern for the blue flame and do that one. Because I can't remember the color of crochet she used. I think it was kind of a greenish blue color, maybe a teal color. But she could do an iris fold in the similar color of her crochet and have this flame. It would just go perfectly on that tag card. And maybe when I do it, I'll do it on a tag so that you can see, because you can do these on tags and whatever, and then decorate your tag, or, you know, use all sorts of different papers. Like, where did I put that now? This is all the wrapping paper that came from Mr. P. This stuff is perfect for iris folding. Any kind of wrapping paper you have is absolutely perfect for iris folding. So, you know, Christmas paper, birthday paper, any kind of wrapping paper that you've got is perfect to use for iris folding, and it's cheaper than origami papers, even though you can get some pretty cool designs out of the origami. Look around, see what you can find, like in the Dollar Tree or whatever kind of wrapping paper they have, either in, you know, packets, or like sometimes they come in a square package, sometimes they come in a roll. And just see. I don't believe I've ever tried one with tissue paper. Tissue paper's awfully thin and will show, I believe it will show the tape through the background, and it also has a tendency to tear, so I've never tried it, but if you want to, give it a shot. It might work, it might not, but the only way you learn is by trying, right? I've just always done them the traditional way. I haven't tried, you know, the other way. I mean, but like I showed you, magazine pages, anything, and then keep this. You can decorate this too. I mean, even though you could even make it like a kind of thing, or make it make a card, and then make this the inside of your card to write on. You'd have to have a white pen though to write on it. Yeah. So anyway, I will let you people go now. I have put the link to Mr. P in the bottom. See, I'll put this up here for a minute. I'll have to keep it plugged in so that we can at least finish this little part. I have put the link to Mr. P down below in the video that's titled I Love You Baby, winner from Mr. P. I've already put it up on the group page already, and his link is there. So, you know, please click on his link and go show him some love. I love his videos. He's so funny. He's an amazing person. I just don't know. He's so generous, and he does things for his nieces and nephews, and he keeps claiming he's not a crafter, but, you know, I mean, the card I got from him today, you know, that says to me, yeah, you're a crafter. I mean, here he's just taken this piece of green cardstock. He's punched a little hole in it with a paper punch, so we know he has a paper punch. And then he's made me this cute little card. He's made me these cute little hearts with smiles on them, and they're all cut out of burlap. Trying to think of the name. My mind is going nuts. And then down here, so he does have a stamp too. So he's got two crafters things that we know of. One, and this little stamp just says "Be Happy," which is very cute. And when he sent the package, everything tied up with baker's twine, which is something us crafters just love, is baker's twine. So yeah, he's got some crafty stuff. So he's gonna end up crafting one of these days. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I did, and that down below you will subscribe to my channel. I think it's down in this corner. hit the subscribe button that's red and the bell next to it, and subscribe to my channel. You can find the Facebook group listed below the video, as well as the tip jar, and what else have I put down there? Did I put down my Pinterest link? I've been having issues with that thing for a couple of days, so I don't know if my Pinterest link is still there. I know it's in some earlier videos. I'll try to get it to work again, this one, and see if I can get that down. So anyway, this is our kimono for today, or kimono, I think they call them, for today. I want to, it's hard for me to look underneath to see where I am on the screen. And this isn't a very wide screen, so I'm going to try to turn it this way so you can see the whole kimono. There. And Nico's about to come walking underneath here. So anyway, I'm going to say goodbye for now and wish you a happy evening, afternoon, morning, day, wherever it is, where you live, whatever it is, pardon me, wherever you live. And I will see you again in the next video, and I'm looking forward to it. We will be making an ice cream cone.